When did you first realize you were a black girl?
I first realized I was a black girl when I was put into a private school by my parents, and there they kind of single you out. When you read the rules, you can see that these rules are not applicable to certain people. It's only for me, basically. So I feel like you're talking to me now, you know, like telling me about my braids. Obviously you're talking to me. So that's when I started to notice that, oh, okay,
we had a school code of conduct that was subtweeting.
Yeah.
Before Twitter and the mentions.
Basically. That's exactly. So that's when I realized I was black, when the rules were only for me.
I was 9 years old in grade 3. Our school did not have a swimming pool, but you know, we had swimming, so we always had like transport us to the place that had a swimming pool. So we get to to the swimming place. Said, how Becky jumps into the pool,
like she's jumping in, just,
and I'm like, I was 9, and I'm like, so
we're just gonna
no swimming cap, no, you're just gonna go in. Yeah, and that's when I knew because I calculated. I'm like, no, mama does my hair once a week. I did my hair in Ben and Betty Kaul. That Tuesday, I'm going to jump into chlorine. I knew. I knew then that me and Becky are
different.
We're a little different. So I think, yeah, for me, that's definitely when I realized, oh. Radical self-acceptance. In the same way that a mother at some point probably looked at a child and be like, as you know, like, you know, even if we're not babes.
Having a voice, okay. Before, I feel like, oh well, the platforms through which I've explored beauty for me have always been finding a voice, having a say in how I look, in what beautiful is for me. Because too many times we decided, oh yeah, that's beautiful and that is not. So beauty for me would be that thing of me being able to say that is beautiful and that is not. Okay, first of all, accepting that pretty privilege is a thing. I don't take away from that. Please don't misunderstand me. I know, Guti. Sometimes if you look in a certain way, then you know it's easier.
You don't have to pay cold drink if you're caught speeding. That's what it means.
Yeah, basically. But then with that came the thing of now, because you're pretty, it's just that you're not allowed to have a voice. You're not allowed to be anything but pretty. So if we're in a group of people and you have an opinion, and it's probably a strong one, you're not going to be looked at or asked because I was in muhle, you know. So for me, for beauty being painful is that thing of, okay, umuhle, but now because umuhle, that's it. Phelela lapho, full stop.
Yeah. We grew up with the idea that you suffer for beauty. You suffer for beauty. And that became obviously ingrained in our heads, that beauty is associated with pain, naturally.
One day, I was washing my feet.
Yes.
And my mother came and said, how do you wash your feet? Sit like this straight, and then you take a stone.
Yes.
And try to
scrub. To scrub, yeah. Your feet.
My feet.
I
said, no, ma'am, it's painful. She stand up and she stood up and take the stone.
Yes.
And started. When I said, no, ma'am, it's painful, she did it.
Yeah.
She did it until I saw the little stripes here.
Yes, on your feet.
On my feet. Then I think I cried.
Yes.
I remember this one day while I was visiting my cousin in Soweto. So we were to go and buy some veggies next to the station, Mirafi station. So we had to go up through the stairs And as we were going up with this a paper bag full of veggies, there came this lady, and she said, mina ngincedisa lo muhle omhlophe, because my cousin is very light skinned.
Which translates to she's assisting the beautiful light skinned one.
Assisting the beautiful light skinned one.
Yes.
So you, the dark one, you can just, suffer the pain of
carrying those vegetables,
the bag alone, because you are mnyama, you are dark.
Yes. How old were you when that happened?
12, 13.
That's very young.
Yes.
That's very young.
Yes.
What impression did that experience have when you were at such a young age? Or what did that leave you with?
Okay, I interpreted it as being dark means you're ugly. And that is not the truth, because I know myself that I'm beautiful.
Okay, so in 1975, you were 42 years old, and our grandfather had just passed, right? And so our grandfather's sister had come to visit.
You went and bought Karu.
Karu. Karu, okay.
Karu cream.
And what is Karu cream?
Karu cream is something to...
It's a skin lightening cream.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
The one with hydroquinone.
Okay, all right.
He gave me that cream to use it on my face.
Actually, what happened is that after my dad's passing,
Yes.
Mom has been using Pond's for as far as I can remember.
Okay.
So after my dad's passing, that auntie brought this Karu cream, which is a skin lightening cream, with the intention that Mama must use it so that he can be lighter.
Okay.
And remember, if we are lightness is associated with beauty.
Correct.
So the more she uses the Karu cream, she'll be more lighter and she'll attract more male figures.
I felt bad because I was not looking for a mother.
In our home, there's a thing of your expression is matched with your awareness of yourself.
It was my confirmation year. I was very excited, growing my hair, preparing myself to be having very long and styled hair at my party, confirmation party. I was going to make what's this thing?
A ponytail.
A pony.
Okay, so I have to be a specific age to be able to do specific things. And as I grew up, then I was graduating. I mean, from 15, now I can do my own hair and I can decide, do I want to relax? Do I not? Do I want to decide that am I wearing lipstick? Am I full face hands or not? But I had to earn that. Okay, so
unfortunately, I lost my dad in November the same year, and I was forced to cut my hair. It was so sad. I didn't understand why was I to cut my hair. And they removed every little piece. I was not able to can use even a brush. So nearly lit white. And I was supposed to use Vaseline on it so that it can shine. And they were saying, yeah, so on the day of the confirmation, I was very, very sad. Everybody had her hair done, beautiful.
The black duke.
Black do,
Yes.
black dress, black shoes, just like that.
Okay. And were you allowed to have more than one black dress?
No,
Okay.
just one.
So you wore the same dress.
The same dress. That is why I used to wash it in the evening.
So you wore the same dress and you washed it every
I
evening.
must wait for it to dry.
Yes.
I must wear another dress.
Okay. All right. And how long did you have to wear that?
1 year full.
12 months. Every day the same dress.
It can tear and hang around You mustn't.
You mustn't sew it. Okay.
I think it affected her most and us because, you know, at that age, seeing your mom in this one black dress every day of your life, you know, it really closed the doors for her.
Okay.
Better stones.
So what do you
I'm
use
using
now?
Foot first.
Foot first.
The heel balm.
The heel balm.
The
Yeah.
heel balm.
I still use a pumice stone. I do use the heel balm. Sometimes I use them together because I've got really, really dry skin, and the pumice stone helps with the calluses.
Okay.
So I still use a pumice stone.
No, I don't.
Do you still use a pumice stone? Do you still use the stone?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay. Mama, any practices you learned from your mom?
For my dry, cracked winter skin,
Yes.
my mom taught me to use Vaskers. I don't know. I don't have a better word for Vaskers.
Okay, so
But
Vaskers
Vaskers is
is,
a combination of a candle
Yes.
and a paraffin.
All right.
You melt the candle on the stove,
Yes.
add some paraffin after, you put it in a very cool area to dry out.
Yes.
And then when it is dried, it forms a wax, a beautiful white wax.
Mm.
And then that is what we use to apply on our face and our whole body. More especially on our cheeks and on our feet.
Why on your feet and legs?
Feet and legs, because we used to sit around the stoves during winter
Yes.
and they will sort of burn. Not really burn.
Yeah.
We enjoyed the
The
warmth
heat. Yeah.
then, but it will leave some
marks.
marks.
Mm.
And those marks,
The pal.
the pal, yes, to leave the pal, and that mixture was very good for the palache,
Okay.
and also mahochani musfat.
The equivalent of Vasquez now would be a handy block, which
Yes.
I learned from my mom. Handy block is a block, as it says. We use the lemon flavored one, and I don't know what's in it, but it's for summers, the summer and winter. If you have the dry skin, you use that, and it works like a charm.
Yes.
So handy block, yeah, 2018, or Vasquez, yeah, 2018.
It's now
Handy
been
block.
replaced by handy block.
All right.
And I used to use it when we were still kids.
Yes,
and
and-
it works like a bomb.
And we still use it today. All right. Just quickly on this Vasquez. Was there a recipe for Vasquez, or are you thinking out of your head?
Yeah, like, are they measurements?
No,
You just
no measurement, nothing.
Oh my goodness.
You'll put maybe 2 long candles
Yes.
and then a half bottle of 1 liter paraffin.
I used sunlight,
Sunlight green bar.
green bar, yeah.
Yes.
And then still I'm using it
Yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what do you moisturize with?
With Pond's
You've been using Pond's ever since.
ever since
Okay.
till now.
Do you use the aging ponds, or do you use the same ponds you've been using?
It is the same. I don't know if they differ.
Yeah, maybe maybe I think over the years they've started to add things into them, but it's still the same ponds.
Okay. And your beauty routine has not changed at all. And on your body?
Nothing. Can you
Vaseline. Vaseline. On your body, Vaseline.
Vaseline. Okay, Mama?
And she looks beautiful.
She does.
I used at some stage during my teenage years.
Yes.
Because of the acne, I was advised to use green bar. So instead of using green bar only on the face, I summarily use green bar my whole body. Until at about 25, 26, the acne was much, much better. So I switched to Johnson & Johnson, the baby products.
Okay.
The baby products you know of.
Yes.
I was using that cream
Yes.
until you were born,
Yes.
until she was born.
I used that cream. Mama, the first thing she put on me, and I used this until I was a teenager with acne, was that very same Johnson
Johnson's
Baby
products.
product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then from baby product, I switched to Johnson
pH
pH
5.5.
5.5.
Okay.
And I used it for a very long period until I decided to switch to Eucerin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now using Eucerin.
Okay. You look amazing.
Yes.
How old are you, Mama? You're gonna tell us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Tea?
Like I said, I started off with what Mom was using. From there, I also started to become a teenager with acne. So we tried everything. I mean, natural route. We did Clinique. We tried everything that had the acne eradication properties. When that didn't work, I left my skin alone, and over time it has healed itself, and now I just 3-step like everybody else. One thing I do want to mention is just that Goku has never used sunscreen a day in her life. Mama started using sunscreen at around her late 40s. When we put her onto sunscreen, she didn't see the need for sunscreen. And I have been using sunscreen since Mama put me onto sunscreen, but I've incorporated it into my beauty routine as an everyday thing. Like, I don't leave the house without sunscreen.
Okay. So sunscreen is important, and shout out to melanin for the rest.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
Thanks to you, Mom.